What is up, my little Deinos? Webs is CEO coach of the Helsinki Hydreigons, and we are here for the BBR Season 3 semi-finals battle when I go up against MattOshea. And this is gonna be a pretty interesting game. This is a very top match, so which you're gonna be seeing right about now, as well as my team of 6 that I'm bringing with the spreads I do. And you see that's right, I'm bringing a Choice Scarf Wendy, because that's my only hope to get around that broken mon that is Urshifu single strike. It's not gonna be nice to look at it on that opposing side when we had it in the NCP Season 4. And this matchup, if anything, will show why that mon should be banned in Draft League format. I'll say that already before it could happen, but I have my hopes of winning this game, but my hope will rely on the fact that my Choice Scarf Wigglytuff will catch the Urshifu off guard and I'll get to kill it. And then I still have to deal with his other threats that he has on his roster. He is actually also the defending champion of this league, so he is attempting to get into the finals again to defend it. And my goal obviously is to deter that and give myself opportunity to win the championship as a replacement coach as I took over this team, which would be pretty hype. But now let's jump and see what he's gonna be bringing. I have a pretty good idea that he will bring the... Yep, this is pretty much the team of 6. The only thing I could have seen being a different was Diancie would have swapped into Choice Scarf Hunter. But other than that, everything makes sense otherwise what he brought. I'm pretty sure I wanna lead with either Mew, or I'm leading with my Executor to try to bait the Urshifu immediately if it sees lead. Or it's gonna counter one of his Stealth Rocker leads like Swampert or Diancie. I think I'll stick with the Executor. I'm gonna hope that we are gonna be either encountering the Swampert lead, or if the Urshifu is gonna be a lead, hopefully he doesn't see any reason not to click Wicked Blow. I swap into my Wendy, and if it's not Choice Scarf, and especially if it's banded, I can bait him to go for the 2-hit KO, and then I get to Dashing Gleam. I think that's gonna be my plan going into this game. And my winning condition is either weaker things down for my Weavile, or my Mew being a Calm Mind Skull taunt set that thing goes off very quickly. But getting rid of the Urshifu in turn 2 would be the goal, at very least, if I see it in front of me. Good luck and have fun to MattOshea, and hopefully we're gonna be having nice and hacksless close battle for the BBR semi-finals. And let's see what he leads out with. He leads with the Raikou, so this is actually quite good for me as well, that this is his lead of choice. And he didn't bring his Thwacky, so he doesn't have a lead seed immunity if I wanted to go for that. But I think what I can do is that I force the Moltres. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go into his Moltres, or he does go for the Toxic immediately. Alright. This is fine by me. I am a Citrus Berry on this thing, so I will go into my Nidoking. And what I will do is that I'm gonna get my Toxic Spikes up with this thing, because he has quite a few things affected by them, and it would be nice to get those up. So I'm gonna get my T-Spikes up right from the bat. Okay, he does go for the Scald. I should take this just fine. He does get the Burr, which is really annoying. But now I'm gonna be swapping back into my... Yeah, that's gonna be quite annoying, but I'll swap back into my Executor here. He's probably Sugar Berry on this thing, and that's why he made that play of staying in. Otherwise it was quite risky of him. But let's see what he does. He does go for the Scald again. And what I think I will do is that I'll go for my lead seed. Because this can cover the Metacross swap as well. And he does Volt Switch out. It's gonna be either Metacross or Moltres that comes in. I'm expecting also Moltres, but I wanted to go for the Litzy just to cover the Metacross swap as well. And that sounds to be the Moltres. And we connect our Litzy, which is nice because this gives some recovery for my Executor as well. Especially if this Moltres is like max HP. He should be giving good amount of HP from that. Now for this Moltres, I'm pretty sure I have to go into my Rotom Heat. He could go for a Toxic or U-turn. I'm thinking it's gonna pack Toxic because I had both Rotom Heat and Mantine on my roster, so I think that's gonna be his play. No, he does go for the U-turn. Alright. This is probably gonna bait in this Swampert. Which is gonna just give me the Executor, to be honest. If the Urshifu comes in, it's definitely gonna scream Choice Bandit to me. But I'm expecting and hoping to see this Swampert in front of me. Rotom Heat is not necessarily something that... He does go into the Raikou instead. Alright. This is fine by me because now the Toxic Spikes are there to help me wearing this thing down. Which is quite lovely for me. He's probably gonna be clicking Volt Switch, but I'm fine with this. Because hopefully this will now lure in the Urshifu if he clicks the Volt Switch. As my Executor will come in on it. Then I will get my Wigglytuff in, banking that he clicks Wicked Blow, and then I get the Dazzling Gleam and kill it. I just need to get that one off. I think mentally it can also be a big deal to my opponent if I get that one right, but we'll see. He does go for the Volt Switch. There shouldn't be any reason for you not to go into the Urshifu, right? And click Wicked Blow. No, you keep going to the Moltres. I guess you wanna scout if I am the Overberry or not, but I don't think that matters too much. So I'll go into the Rotom Heat. If he keeps swapping back and forth like this, I'm keep wearing down that Raikou, which is really good for me and my Mew set. Because the only attacking move it has is that Scald. Okay, he's defog on this. Okay. That's honestly fair enough. I'll go for the overheat so I get some chip on this Swampert. Because he's gonna be able to U-turn and outpace me. I can imagine he will click that. Yeah, he does go for the U-turn to outpace me. So that's why I couldn't click like Volt Switch and I couldn't hard swap to predict the Swampert coming in. So I just need to get my damage. Jill, that is going to be the Swampert. But I'm glad that at least the Raikou was already affected by the T-Spikes and that didn't do a whole lot of damage. Do we see leftovers? I would imagine we did. We don't see the leftovers actually. But here I think I'll just go into my Executor again. The Toxic should put me in a range of Citrus Berry popping up, or if it just attacks me. But I'd imagine this Stealth Rocks would go up. I'm surprised he hasn't brought the Urshifu out yet. Maybe he's not Choice Bandit with it. But either way, I feel like the Executor would have baited in already by now. The previous time. But I guess he wanted to get that defog off first. He is Darkest Lariat on it. Okay, he might be pretty offensive with this. Do we live? Okay, we do live it, thankfully. Okay. Do we get a harvest off? We do get the harvest off. That's really good for me. Okay, that keeps me outside of range the next attack. And on this turn, I think what I will do is that I'm gonna slow teleport into my Mew. My Mew with Scald and Calm Mind could actually take advantage of the Moltres. And I can gain some momentum of my own. Now there comes the Moltres, so it's U-turn Defog. U-turn Defog. Boost and a probably attacking move on it, so it probably won't have actually Toxic on it. Which means my Mew is pretty free to come in and to click Calm Mind. Yeah, it shouldn't be like Cruise, Defog, U-turn, and attacking move, so I'm free to Calm Mind. That's basically what this should say to me. It would be art said not to have a stab move to hit things. I do outpace and I get my Calm Mind off. Let's see what he does. Mystical Fire. Okay. I don't think I'll mind that too much. I can just Calm Mind again. But that's a good choice of him having Mystical Fire, because then I cannot get my special attack up as quickly. But I have more Calm Minds than he has Mystical Fires. Does he go for it again? He does. And now I can roost up. I wonder if he plans to just stay in all this time, or does he plan to U-turn at any point of time? Okay, now he did plan to U-turn, so I'm at neutral special attack. And he doesn't know my attacking move yet. The Raikou could come in to try to Toxic me. Oh, he's just going to Urshifu hard on this. I'm gonna go into my Wendy right now to scout if your choice Scarf or not. Are you Scarf with this? Are you Black Belt? Which one are you? Choice Scarf. Okay. So now my Wendy is actually not as efficient as I hope it to be, cause he is Choice Scarf of his own. But at least I can pivot around it that way. And now I know my Mew with the Combo Berry intact, I know it can do its thing. But that's good to know to scout his set and say that it's Choice Scarf. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit sad, cause that means basically that this thing cannot outpace it and deal with it. He goes into Diancie. This could be his rocker. This very well could be his rocker. I'll go. I think I can go back into my Mew right away. So I think I will do. If it toxes me, at least I synchronize, and I have Heal Bell on this Choice Scarf Wendy to get rid of it. But let's see what he does. Stealth Rocks. Alright. But now I'll just Calm Mind again. He could have Bottom Pass on this. That very well could be a thing. I could have also just taunted this. Okay. He does have Toxic on this, which is a little bit annoying. But it does put this thing on a timer as well. And I can attempt to heal Bell with the Wigglytuff. Because now its purpose is not that big of a deal because the Urshifu is what it is. So I'm gonna Scald here. Reveal my attacking move basically and my moves. No, I haven't revealed Taunt yet actually, so he doesn't know my full moveset yet. And he does go into the Moltres. This should do a decent amount of damage and I outpace you. Yeah, that 2 KOs the Moltres. Okay. And this thing is also been Flame Body, so this thing would be one of his answers to my V-Eval. So now my end goal should be that I play around this game towards to the point that I get my V-Eval claiming kills, and this Mew, if I get the Heal Bell off, next time around versus the Diancie I can just taunt it. I guess I should have taunted the first time, that was a mistake in a hindsight. He does swap out. Goes back into the Diancie. Are you especially defensive? Well, you're not necessarily especially defensive, but I can pretty much roost here at first, I believe. I'm gonna roost and then I swap into my Wendy to get the heal bell off. I'm pretty sure I should gain some health out of this turn. If he's special attacker. Diamond Storm. We dodged that attack, so that's actually pretty big for me. Yeah. Okay, so now what I have to do is that I go into my Wendy and take this opportunity to heal Bell. Because I know by now that Wendy's set won't work out as I planned going to this matchup because of the Urshifu being Choice Scarf. I need my Mew needs to be healthy enough to take that thing on. 1v1. He misses another hit. That's unfortunate. I guess this is making up for the fact that my Nidoking is burned. But I'll get up my heal bell. And this will cure off as well the Executor as well. And the burn on Nidoking. He will do a lot of damage with that. I will keep this thing as a sack because I will need those for the Urshifu. I will definitely need those for my Urshifu. Which one do I want to go into? I think I'll go into my Executor here. No, I think I'll go into my Nidoking. Off the chance I'll leave a hit or he tries to go for a Toxic. Because if I get a T-Spike, that would be lovely. But I don't... Yeah, I'll probably die to this hit anyway. Yeah, I'll die to that, but he should also die to the Toxic, which means one of his premier Toxic users would go down. Which makes my Mew set yet again a lot better. Yeah, he dies on that turn, so it's gonna be a double down. Which is not the worst case scenario for me. What would I go into here? I could go into my Executor just to see that Or just to be able to take on the Raikou 1v1. I think I'll do that. If he goes into the Urshifu, which I could see coming, I'll just sack my Wendy here. Yeah. This is where we sack Wendy off. Unfortunately, the Wendy set won't work as I was planning to, cause he is Choice Scarf. Cause my goal was that if he spec crept like me speed creeping his Moltres or anything like that, or he spec crept my Rotom Heat Max speed, this Choice Scarf Wendy would have outpaced it, but that won't be the case. He does go for the U-turn, and we do go down. So he gets another kill and forces me to sack unfortunately right away, but I couldn't really prevent that. But my Mew can still pop off and do some good work versus that Urshifu. I just do have to watch out for that this Swampert doesn't pop the Kobo Berry. That's mainly what I have to worry about right now. He goes into the chill, which is the Swampert. That is the Swampert. So I have to go into my Executor. And I think I'll just go for the Giga Drain. I'm not sure actually if I might die to this now thinking about it. We'll see. But I have to Giga Drain either way to gain health. But this Wombat having Darkest Lariat is actually a little bit of a problem for my late game. Because then I would have to be pretty high amount of health, basically max HP in order to avoid the... He goes straight into the Urshifu. Well, this actually isn't the worst case scenario, except the fact it's gonna force a kill, but like... That gave me a good amount of health. We don't get the harvest. Okay, so now I have to pick and choose a sack. I'm not sure if Vival can pull this late game off. I think what I have to do that I go into Rotom to scout which move he locks himself into. If it's not U-turn. But he could easily click U-turn here, I would think. He clicks Wicked Blow. Yeah. He clicks the move that I cannot switch into, and this is gonna 2-hit KO something, yeah. I'm pretty convinced that we cannot win this game. Because he's Scarf. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. Like, I could pivot around right now into my Vival, but I'm pretty sure I get 2-hit KO'd anyways. So... I don't think this time around... I've been able to beat Matt 3 other occasions, including the NCP, but this time around I don't think I can beat him, cause this Mon is just too much for me to deal with. I think I'll go into my Vival because I know his choice locked. And now it comes down to, do I go for the knockoff? Hopefully the Moltres won't burn me if that's the swap. Do I try to get damage on the Swampert if that would be his swap? Yeah, this is not a good spot either way. I think I have to go into Mew. Hopefully the Moltres does come in. My other winning condition right now is that I get a skull burn on this Urshifu. Okay, he goes into this thing. This was actually the worst case scenario for me. I didn't think he would go into Raikou on a knockoff. Yeah, this didn't work out at all for me. I'm surprised he made that play. I have to go into my Executor again. He probably goes for the Toxic, but in fairness, there's no reason to actually him to click Volt Switch now. Nah, but he does click Toxic, which I thought was kind of the case because the Mew was facing in front of him. But at least I'm getting this Raikou worn down thanks to the T-Spike. And now I'd imagine the Moltres comes in. So I'm gonna click Teleport just so I could get my Mew in. And he does Volt Switch. This thing is basically a sack now again. Yeah, I need a lot of things to go into my way. Basically I need a Skull Burn on the Urshifu. And I would need the... Yeah, this thing was relatively low amount of health. So I have to go into my Mew and I'm gonna just hard Scald on this. Hopefully it picks up the... Actually I should Roost. This is my opportunity to gain health. Yeah, I need health. Most importantly, because even with the Colbur Berry right now I would not live the hit. As much as I want to kill this thing, I need to keep this thing healthy. So I would have any, like... I'm convinced that we don't win this game, but if I have any hopes of doing so, it would be keeping this thing just a little bit healthier. Just a little bit. But now if the Urshifu comes in, I'm pretty sure I have to Skull Burn it. Or banking on when he clicks U-turn that I might actually have to go for Roost if the Urshifu comes in, because he will keep spamming U-turn. But no, he does go into this one pet, so he's gonna be able to proc off the... He's able to proc off the Darkest Lariat, so I'm gonna go for the Calm Mind and then I'm gonna Roost on the next turn. Yeah, cause now he's able to pop the Colbur Berry, there's nothing I can do about this. But now I will Roost on this. This might be like a Southwest, like Swampert, relatively offensive wise. But now I'll get my health back to full. And I can make this somewhat close battle if I can force some sacks from his end when he doesn't still know my last move. So he might have to be forced to U-turn around with his Urshifu. Yeah, he does Darkest Lariat again. Which will do decent amount of damage. Yeah, that's definitely offensive Swampert. So I have to go for this Scald and hope for a burn. That's what needs to happen. Hopefully we score the burn. Okay, that's what we... These are the things that we need to see happen. Okay, he does go for the bulk up. So that was actually the absolute perfect turn that I got the burn. I need this to go in my way. I need this. That turn needed to happen for me, and I need to see the Scalp Burn on the Urshifu, but because I got it already on this one bit, there's pretty decent chance that I don't get that lucky, but hopefully I do. Okay, he bulks up again. I could try to Calm Mind once. So I could kill the Urshifu. I think I'll go for one more Calm Mind to ensure that if I happen to live a hit from the Urshifu, I can actually then heal my... then be able to kill it back if I happen to live the hit. But I think at +2 I should be fine. Oh, he's Resto Chesto, that's pretty bad. Yeah, he's Resto Chesto with this thing. Okay, so now I need a burn right away on the next card. Okay, I could have maybe saw that coming, clicked on then. Hopefully we get a Scalp Burn Mew. Come on Mew, come on Mew. Let's get another Scalp Burn. Come on Mew, thank you. Thank you, we need those. We really need those to keep ourselves back in, still in the game. Okay. I'm gonna taunt to prevent him to be able to. I have to reveal the taunt now, which is gonna suck. But I have to make sure he doesn't bulk up once more. I need to be as high health as possible versus this thing. Yeah. Now I have to keep it like this. And now Roost. But now he knows my full moveset, so this might make him think other plays. And he does withdraw. I might have to bank on that I can live the... I probably have to bank on that I live the Wicked Blow. As he does. Please Mew live this hit. Please Mew live this hit. Please live this. Come on Mew. Ah, we don't live this. Alright, that's pretty much going to be the game then. I don't think there's any way we can come back from this. So now we try to get as many kills as we can. But yeah, this was... matchup wise, this was by far the hardest matchup I ever had with MattOshea, so... I don't think there was really a... like, because of this Urshifu, I didn't ever see myself able to win because he revealed to be Choice Scarf. If it wasn't Choice Scarf, and I was able to pop up my plan with the Wigglytuff, I think then I would have had a really good shot at this. Because we don't do that, we are probably gonna lose this game. Unless this Viva pulls it back somehow, but I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Yeah, cause this is probably gonna be like a Bullet Punch Metagross like Choice Bandit, and that's gonna just clean out the game. That's probably what's going to be the case. Or he just lives that hit. Okay. He was Octoberry. Huh. I was a little surprised the item, but it didn't matter at that point anymore. But good game to MattOshea, congratulations moving to the finals. I'm not really like salty or disappointed, because in a way I kind of knew going into this matchup that this was a lot of things had to go in my way based on the matchup, because the Urshifu just put so much pressure on my team, and I needed the Wigglytuff to pop up in order to having a chance. Because if the Urshifu weren't Scarf, I think I would have felt a lot better about this, but either way, that's gonna be end of our run in BBR Season 3. I'm still proud of my season. I was managed to go further than at first I thought we could be able to do, because at some point of the season it started to look really tough to even make to the playoffs, but making it to the semifinals is something to be proud of. Obviously I was foreseeing myself going to the finals, but once I was preparing for this matchup, I knew that if MattOshea brings the proper team, it's gonna be a tough ride for me, and you saw that how tough it was. So I think this happens to show that as much as you can try to make up for the matchup in a draft league format, if the matchup is so much heavily against you, and there's a mon like Urshifu that you cannot simply deal with defensively wise, it's pretty much uphill from there unless your opponent choked. And congratulations and kind of credit goes to MattOshea that he didn't choke this game away. He played like he had to, and he has his opportunity to go for the back-to-back title. But until we come back for our future draft leagues that you're gonna be seeing my channel, that we come back in a couple of leagues that I've been in before. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting this season, the BBR Season 3, and I'm gonna be seeing you guys later.